Okay, so this is kind of interesting. It seems when the Rakghoul event is on Correllia, there are some infected that attack you that are not killable. Now you notice here the infected Corrsec officer that originally attacked me is fighting my Rakghoul and now has killed my Rakghoul, and you know the companions are not necessarily easy to kill usually. And this particular officer was showing to be not hit at all by any kind of attacks. And you notice its health level was crazy high, and also its actual level of 62 is far higher than my level of 49. So I drop back in here, and now we'll run away, hopefully to safety. But once I get healed up, so I'm standing out here in the middle in what seems like it should be a safe spot. And this doesn't seem to happen equally with all different characters or all different levels. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, is if there's some kind of a certain threat level involved or something, or if it is character specific, although it seems to happen to pretty much all of my characters that are not level 75. And you see that I can't even sneak by on the wall, right up against the wall, and that one is just really out to get me. Now these other enemies, you notice, are level 49 just like I am, which is reasonable. And this time I'm going to run away, because I don't really want to be killed again. Sometimes I can't even run away, because I get killed so quickly. Other times, now this one, here, look back up, that one's still after me. And now it has left. Okay, so we'll see if I have the opportunity then to call my companion back, which was killed again. Now I went ahead and popped back to home base there after completing the tunnels, navigating the tunnels, and went back to just show how even some right at the beginning here will attack and are just unkillable. So I went all the way back to the entry point of the Rakghoul infection tunnels. And you notice that as if I switch between the different enemies, I can kill them off, but the original one that attacked me, it has again killed my companion. It's a way higher level than I am. I managed to level up a couple of times, but still, it just kills me off too fast. So I switched over to my level 75 character here. Oh, and this is just kind of a side point. I would love it if, especially a higher level character that has a ship, is able to travel the galaxy, and has already been to this event numerous times. The event should be in at least like the activity list or something, so that I can travel there quickly and easily. Especially because I've been there already multiple times. But even though it shows up in the list of tracked missions, I can go over here and speed through this so that it is definitely something that's active, and yet it still doesn't show up as an activity under solo. Doesn't even show at the bottom as an event like you would expect. So that means I have to use my ship to travel. It's not a huge deal. It's only 1,600 credits, but I can technically go and use the heroic missions terminal travel, and that takes me to the heroic missions terminal, and then I can go from there and travel for free, of course, to the event. So why not just make a link directly to the event? Now you notice I'm traveling through the tunnels here. I'm a level 75 character. I've traveled very close to 4 different enemies. None of them have noticed me at all. I'll go travel by them again. Much closer, you notice, than I was with the last character. Not a one has taken notice. Look at how close that was. And it growled, but that was it. No shots fired, no attack. It would have attacked if I would have hung around, but I was gone. Turn around, try it again. Stand here for a second and move on. See how close I even stopped? Took no notice. Go back. Oh, notice them. So I'm not complaining, I mean, for this character, but for the other characters, it's basically almost impossible to move around. Now, this character is on the light side, the other was on the dark, and that is not necessarily a consideration, meaning it happens on both sides. Notice no anger from that Solonian there. Just fine, went right by it. This one here, not attacking. Go right by it. Go by it again. So you see here, go by that Solonian and go back by it again. No angst, no anger, no attack. Both of those infected and the Rakghoul, nothing. Go by it again, nothing. Infected Corsac officer, even closer, nothing. So, I'll go ahead and stand here, stare at it, even select it, nothing. So, how about this infected Corsac officer? Notice, it doesn't notice me, even this close. I can stand here, have my Cracky out with me, I have it right in front of me. I can select it. Notice it's a much lower level than I am. Some of them go down easier than others, like this one here was the same level as me, 75. The previous one was level 57. This is also 75, so equal. So both of those were 75s. So, switch characters. This is another light side character. Notice no anger from that Solonian. This one definitely noticed me, immediately shot at me, but it didn't knock me off my mount, so I can actually keep running and get away. And it's a lower level than me, 63, versus my 65. So that told me, oh, okay, maybe I can go back and actually win this fight. sure whoever's watching could offer some pointers about my technique, because I am not an expert when it comes to this game. And I switch between using the keyboard shortcuts and my mouse as far as activating the different abilities. When I say switch, I mean I use both. Okay, so I was able to win that fight. And notice, ran right by that Selenian, no reaction. Drop down here. Now somebody activated a whole group of attackers there. And I'm able to be, if you had noticed up behind me, there is an infected, I believe it's a Corsac officer or something like that. I'm able to stand here, spot the beacon, no problem, remount up. Yep, there's the Corsac officer. Able to run right past it. That infected Selenian and Corsac officer both run past those. Go back past them. Now this is a level 65 character. Seems to have no issue. Now with my Sage, my Jedi Sage, I believe that I had multiple times when I was in here in the 62 to 64 level area and was attacked by 67 to 70 plus level enemies and killed numerous times in here. It's pretty frustrating. So that seemed to be just fine. Here's another light side character. Another knight, just like the last one, but this one's level 46. Not 65. No issue with that Selenian. Back and forth. So things seem to be okay until there. Now, you notice I got nailed so hard it knocked me right off of my mount. And I can't seem to hit this officer. You notice this same one I went by multiple times before with my level 75 Sentinel. So I decide, okay, fine, I'm going to attack this other enemy because I can't seem to hit the Corsac officer. And so I kill that one, turn back around, and finally, okay, I give up. Now it's level 57, much higher level than me. Run away, run away. Now my Mavor has not been killed by that one. So drop down here. Bam, dead. Check that damage out. 11,850. One hit. Now I'm only a 12,000 endurance normally. So it's like a crazy hard hit. It's like, where did that come from? Now this other person happened to come in and attack those enemies, so that worked out in my favor. there's no way I can handle an 11,000, almost 12,000 hit points all in one shot. So heal myself back up. Have to use another vaccine and another stim. And that's one of the unfortunate things about this, is that it gets just not really fun to have to keep on using those things. Now you notice, I came here to the same exact spot as I was with the previous character, and tried to get that beacon, and yet I got nailed from behind by that infected Corsic officer there, who is a level 71, and I'm only a 46. And I was, as you saw, killed in almost no time. And yet I was in the same area as that other character that I was on. Oh, and I think I said the level 75 Sentinel, I meant Shadow. But the last one I was on was the Sentinel. And the Sentinel was in here, that was the level 65. And you notice it was in this area where I'm standing, creating no angst or issue. I was able to get the beacon and then run right past that officer. So, got the beacon, and I'm all healed. Thank you, Mavor. Use my last stim and another vaccine. Barely got across the room, and somebody came in and got involved there with those enemies, so that was nice. I didn't have to deal with that. Look around here. No attacks from those, so it just doesn't make any sense. Sometimes it happens, other times it doesn't. Now this is a dark side character, my sniper. And you notice I was able to run past some of those that were firing at me and run away and just leave them behind. So that was nice. I pop down here. And get that beacon. In the same central area I was before, but there's nobody behind me, so no enemy there. So mount up, go back to the same area you just saw me with the last character. Now that Solonian's angry. And I was trying to get up this area, it targeted me, nailed me, and I guess I was just in its reach just a little too long or something, so I got a whole bunch after me. And yet, you notice that between me and Correllia, we are taking these down just fine. Or Correllia. So you notice, no problem taking out these enemies. And they're my level, same level as me. So that can leave me feeling, okay, cool. Hopefully I can make some progress here with this. then all of a sudden, from way over there, you notice I wasn't anywhere near them, all of a sudden I get nailed. No idea why. Notice this officer is level 47. I'm only 29. And you keep seeing that out there, miss, miss, miss. I'm just not hitting it at all. You notice it's not that it just keeps on re-healing. I've got it selected there and it's never losing any energy, never losing any of its endurance. It's at 100% solid, never getting hit. So, Kaleo's definitely keeping me alive here. And I'm trying every different tool that I've got. Nothing seems to be working. So I decided, okay, well this seems a little silly. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. I tried to wave at this person, like, help. Sitting there getting shot in the back. He looks right at me, so I waved at him, hoping to give him a clue, because I couldn't figure out how to talk to him. It didn't work. So, I just didn't really know what else to do. So, figured, okay, cool. Somebody took out the enemy in this area. So I can run away, finally, without activating another enemy. So, get over here. Finally, threat gone. So maybe I can go down and get the beacon. Finally get that one beacon in that room. You notice I'm way far away from that enemy. And sure enough, she picks me up again. Even from way over there. Just supremely annoying. And once again, she can't be hurt. So I just don't know what's going on with that. And then I get killed. So I'll go ahead and revive. Figure, okay, maybe a fresh start in this area without having to run past anybody. Move over here off to the side, hopefully away from everyone. There's the beacon. That's what I need. So, there we go. Fresh start. Get the beacon. Okay, finally got the beacon in this area. Mount up. And unfortunately, where I need to go next is right past, and there she goes again. That was a long ways away from her. Look at that. Killed in no time at all. Super fast. Doesn't say that it hit me that hard. It says it only hit me with 1041. But it certainly took me out. So that really makes it hard to enjoy trying to do this area. And you know, I mean, I'm close to the beginning, you know, entry level is 25 to do the Rakghoul tunnels, I believe. I'm at 29. I have a level 25 character, bounty hunter, that I've come in here numerous times and just get killed so many times that I can't even complete the Rakglings, gathering up the Rakglings. Because I just get attacked and killed so fast.